Hi, my name is Terry Love. You'll be watching my son Jamie Love doing an install of a TOTO Drake toilet, which is pretty standardized. Most toilets will install like this one. Your typical rough-in measurement is 12 inches from the finished wall, not from the molding, but to the finished wall, because what you're trying to clear is the tank. We like to use brass bolts. We pick up the package with 4 nuts and 4 washers. That way we can secure the bolt to the flange, which is important because the last thing you want is that bolt to be slipping out after you set the toilet on the wax.
Just regular hole. I think so.
If the flange is lower than the floor, we stack 2 wax rings. That particular one, the flange was slightly higher than the finished floor, so we just used a single wax ring. The toilet supplies we use have seals on both ends, and so you're not using tape on those threads. Tape just gets in the way. Oftentimes I have to pull the tape out to make the thing seal, so just thread them on. Tanks typically come with a fill valve already in place and the flush valve installed. What we're doing here is we're inserting the tank bolts. We put a rubber washer on the bolt first, drop it through, then we throw a washer and a nut on it and snug that up. I like to feel the inside of the tank just to make sure it's a smooth surface before I drop the washer with the bolt on it. We like to set the tank on the bowl. Let's kind of center it up before we tighten it down. You'll notice Jamie here likes to switch back and forth between being left-handed and right-handed. And it's nice when you're in construction to be able to do both, because why not be able to do 2 things at the same time is the way I figure it. Yeah, here he is doing it left-handed again. It's I started working a bicycle shop, and so I got pretty ambidextrous pretty quickly on, and my sons, my daughter have all taken on the same trait, it seems. Well, it's important if you pick up a toilet to pick it up balanced. My son is pretty strong. I don't expect most of you to be able to pick up an entire toilet all by yourself. For some people, that's a 2-man job. You do want to be careful that you don't hurt your back. My son and I, we kind of throw these things around. We probably make it look a little too easy. Sometimes we shim the bowls. We pick up packets where we can trim off with a knife, if in fact they do need shimming. Your cap set typically comes with a plastic with a lip that the cap snaps down onto. So we got the brass balls. We're throwing the washer on it, threading down the nuts, tightening up the nuts.
You want people to see this part?
Yeah, sure, why not? Now most people will saw those off with a hacksaw blade, and we're pretty good at flexing them back and forth and having them snap cleanly. It's important that you did bolt the bolt down to the flange first before you do that, though. Right now we're putting on the T-adapter for a TOTO washlet. It's kind of nice for, it's warm when you sit down, it's a warm water wash, and it's warm air dry. He's putting on that seat bracket right now. That slides and clicks in.
But when you sit down, what it'll do is it'll pre-mist the bowl. Pointing, so it's not going to spray up, it's going to spray the bowl. And the idea is it helps keep the bowl cleaner. Okay? So that pre-mist mists the bowl.
Well, we set the toilet now. Now it's time to do the caulking around the base. We use a clear poly seam seal. Well, it's a poly seam seal formula. It's actually, they changed the brand name on that. But it's a water-based caulking that goes on white, dries clear. So tomorrow morning, when you look at this, you won't be able to see the caulking on it. And I like clear because you never match the white on a toilet. You never match the flooring colors. So I like something that goes on clear, and then that fits everything. Good job, Jamie. I think my son does such a good job on this. Last thing you do is you clean off your sponge so you can use it next time.
Oh, it just turns into nothing, you know?
Thanks so much for watching. This was Terry Love entertaining you with a toilet installation with my son Jamie Love doing the install. Good job, Jamie. terrylove.com/forums for more information on plumbing, remodel, just about anything you might want to do for your house.